What's up, YouTube? So I know I'm doing this back to back because I have hadn't had a chance, but I have to go to work today. But I wanted to get this off, get this video, this other video up too, because it was something that was happened to me recently. And sorry, I was trying to see. Sorry, I was trying to see what time it was. So yeah, I have to go to work today, but I want to go ahead and get this video so I won't forget my topic. Even though I'll write them down. Hey, how are you doing? Um, I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm sorry. So dating and celibacy. So let me tell you what happened. So I went out on a date with a guy. He's a lot younger than I am. A lot of times, I don't know what's going on, but only males about 40s and 30 somethings approach me. Men my age don't tend to approach me. I was told by a guy who was my age, and he says, "Thank you." Um, hey Keith, how are you? Um, so he was about 40. Yeah, he's 40. And so the guy who's about 50, he's 50, told me, um, he said, "We're a very beautiful woman, and I wasn't even going to say anything to you." He said, "But you smiled back at me, so I thought maybe I should shoot my shot." I said, "Okay." So then he says, um, I said, "Well, why, I wonder why that is. That was kind of weird. Why would you wouldn't have to approach me if I hadn't said, had smiled back?" He said, "No, because you're very intimidating." And I was like, I kept trying to figure out what is he saying, because someone else told me that too. I've been told that a couple of times by men, that I'm intimidating. And I don't think that I'm intimidating like aggressive, like, because I try to be feminine as possible with men. I don't, be like, oh, I'm strong, I'm do. I know I try to be a woman and be a lady all times with them. So I try to figure what they mean by that. And I guess the way I look intimidates them to make them believe that, oh well, uh, maybe I'm not good enough for her. And I'm thinking, no, I didn't think I was either, Keith. I didn't think I was either. But he said I'm intimidating, and I don't know if that's they feel like, because okay, so I'm not from Florida, and so a lot of females have more of a southern slang, I guess, when they speak, and I don't. So also I try to, I mean, when I'm around my people, my people I know really well. I have more street slang. But when I'm actually just talking to regular people, I don't. Eventually you'll hear the slang come out once I get to know you and I'm more comfortable with you. But initially, no, I will not. But he's gonna say that I'm intimidating. So anyway, back to my date. You just left Florida? What part? I hope you liked it here. It's hot. Ooh. Well, it just started raining, so it's been raining for the past couple of days now. So we're getting to the good part again. All this rain should have came back in May, or April rather. Between March and April, they should have had all this rain, and now it's starting to pull it down. We didn't get any. Um, I know slang is our language. Um, you're in Foley. I don't know where that is. So the guy I went on a date with, like I said, he was 40, and so, and as you all know, that I'm 50. So he was like, well, I told him we were talking and having a great conversation, and blah blah blah, and just I went out for drinks. Alabama. Um, I don't know what you mean by Alabama. Um, oh, that's where you're from, is Alabama. Oh, okay. So we went out having drinks or whatever. Oh, you drive trucks. Oh, okay. That's cool. Um, so we went out and had a couple of drinks, and we're talking and enjoying each other's company and blah blah blah. And I don't know, um, some kind of way our conversation turned towards like, um, Oh, you're from Chicago. Oh, okay. You just put Alabama up. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, so we having our conversation, and we were actually doing okay. And some kind of way we came about to talking about, um, I guess like I don't know how it came about, but something I wasn't trying to tell him that I was celibate, but I said, look, I'm celibate, and his face it twisted up like he would cut, like he was puzzled too. He was like, and he was like, he says, well, why you gonna do that? Why would you do that? And I was like, I was like, huh? He's like, why are you gonna punish all the men for what others have done to you, or because you're tired? You're tired of what others have done to you. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you're punishing all the other men for what others have done to you. And you're tired of, I understand you're tired of what others have done to you, but you shouldn't punish all the men because you're tired of what some other men have done to you. And I was looking at him like, I told him, I said straight up, look at here. I'm not celibate because I'm tired of what others have done to me. I'm celibate because I need a break. And I needed to get back to myself. And he don't. I know he doesn't understand, but I explained to him. Um, and so I told him. I said, at this age, I'm not gonna be running around here sleeping with this guy and that guy and this guy. I just never have been that kind of female, and I'm not gonna do that. So I realized that meeting people and sex colludes the whole relationship. And that's why I told him, I said, you never really get a chance to know me if I throw sex in there. You will know me sexually, but you won't know me as the person. It colludes everything. So in the beginning of us trying to get to know each other, you forget all about the things I've said because of a sexual act. Case in point, there's people who had started having sex with a person they didn't know, and come to find out they really didn't like each other. Don't even like each other at all. And she's pregnant. Now this chick you barely know, you don't even like, it has to having your baby. We only messed around a couple of times. She wasn't even my lady. Um, uh, I don't even think about a wall, but I, I try to take care of myself. But thank you. And so I proceeded to also explain to him. But thank you, Keith. I try to. I try to drinking lots of water, taking my vitamins, exercising. Um, he was so upset because I think his goal was to have sex with me. I think that's his basically his goal was to do that, and then I think he realized his dreams were dashed at that point, and he was trying to convince me of why I shouldn't do this. And so I proceeded to tell him, I said, every person that you understand, every person that you have sex with takes a piece of you with them. So every person I've ever slept with has taken a part of me with them. And I'm not willing to give up any more of myself. I don't want to give up myself to anyone else again. And I've given a part of, so you know how you, certain things you do, with certain ways you laugh, and certain, maybe even sexual positions, and they do it with another person. Best believe when they do it, you pop in their head. They remember you. They always take a piece of you. You think the person don't take any of you, oh, they forgot about you. No, that junk resonates, especially if you've been dealing with them for a while. That junk will pop back in their head, and they'll remember your little laugh. That so and so laughed like that. Oh, she used to love to watch this show. Oh, he used to do this all the time. Oh, I remember when he did that. They take a piece of you. Every time you have sex with someone, they take a part of you. And I don't want to give that to just anyone. I, I need someone who deserves it or earns it. And you need to know me first. I don't want you to just remember that. I want you to know me. Are you worthy of this? I need you to be worthy of it. I'm not going to pass you out anything. And I'm not going to give up any parts of me just for the sake of satisfaction. I don't need no buck buddy or boy toy or somebody to come visit me. I don't need that. I can take care of my darn self. As you guys know, my little bad tricks. And so I let him know. I said, I said, every time a person has sex, sex is an exchange. Yes, it is. It's definitely time for stability, Keith. And um, it's never too late to do that for yourself. Also, ladies, it's never too late to take the time out and just step back from things and just take a breather and get your mind together and just find your spirit, find yourself, get back to you. You're never too old to do that. It's always good to do that frequently at any time in your life when you feel like, oh, I just need to step back and just do that. Just do that. Trust me, it'll be so much better for you. And like I said, it's an exchange of sex is like an exchange of body fluids. So not just when you are in having intercourse, but also like people they like to kiss during sex and things like that. So you're not always exchanging breath, you're exchanging body fluid, saliva. You're exchanging things from your mouth. You're exchanging things, your body chemistry. So when you sweat, you both are sweating together. You're changing things from outside. All your outsides exchanging. You exchange your vision. You're exchanging different sounds. You're exchanging not just internal from the intercourse, but you're exchanging everything about your body exchanges from one person to the next exchanges. Yes, exactly, soul to soul, and and that's what I'm saying. During that process, you're exchanging everything, but you're exchanging it with a stranger. Where does that take you? What is that? Where does that take you? Exchanging all those things with a stranger. Do you know anything about him or her? Do you know their favorite color? What is their last name even? What is their middle name? What's the birthday? What's their favorite color? What do they like to eat? Where do they like to go? What are their favorite things to do? Do you know anything about this person? You know where they work? What do they hate? Do you know anything about this person's political stance? Do you even believe what they believe biblically? What if they're atheists? Do you even know if they believe in God? You don't know nothing, anything about them, but yet you exchanged everything about yourself with them before you had a chance to even find out. That's not a good idea. Take the time to get to know a person, and that's why I know men will want to. Believe me, I become weak at times. I'm thinking, oh, but I'm not doing that because I want to know someone. I want them to know me. And I've come to find a lot of men, they don't really know me. They hadn't known me the ones, even my ex-husband, he didn't know me very well enough to know. We were married and he didn't know me well because we didn't, it's not blasphemy. Dating and celibacy is not blasphemy. It's actually the way you should do it. It's the perfect way to do it. And you know what else happened? He was trying to explain all the things I said to him. He was trying to sexual revolution, sexual freedom, women's rights. No, this has nothing to do with a women's rights. This is my right. I don't care about what women's rights are. This is what I choose to do with my body. This has nothing to do with that. No sexual revolution. I gives a damn. I gives two F's. As YouTube, can I say two fucks? I give two fucks about a woman's revolution, a women's rights. I give two fucks about dang on freaking sexual revolution and all that. Again, this is about me. I don't give a damn about that stuff. I'm talking about me. This is about my personal well-being, my personal health, my body. I don't give a damn about anyone else's body and what they do to with it. That's their business. My body, my business. Okay? Um, don't take the time to know one another. I know people, that's right, Keith, that's what I'm saying. They don't take the time to know one another. And then it leaves all kinds of things. Now you on Maury Povich, getting your DNA test. You on paternity court, getting a DNA test. You all up here fighting in all the street, you making videos on freaking YouTube and streaming all on Instagram and wherever else, and they got videos everywhere. You fighting somebody over some dude. That's right. I do have rights to my rights, and I don't care what they're talking about. Talking about blasphemy. You know what? You do what you want to do. You go ahead and get out here and get in it if you want to. Go ahead, bro. Whoever you are. Um, you can go ahead and get into that. That's what you do. You like to do. Float whatever floats your boat. Find your lost remote, buddy. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm telling you about what my journey is and what I'm doing. So you can either listen to me and listen to God, and take your little butt on out there and get all up in that. Or you gonna find some bad stuff happening. And so uh, Atlanta's like, oh, you see you're joking. Okay, look here. I appreciate your joke, but I'm serious about this though, for real. If you, I guess you're screaming what others be screaming all the time, and people will say, I'm grown, I can do what I want to do. Being an adult does not give you carte blanche to be messed up. I just want to say that in advance, male and female. I'm grown, I can do what I want. Yeah, you are grown, but that doesn't justify what you're doing. That doesn't even mean that what you're doing is right. Who gives a crap? I don't give a crap that you're grown. You still are living wrong. You're not living your life right. You're not doing right. And all you found was a bunch of babies and heartache. I ran the streets, but me and my own. Yeah, well, that's good. Because you know what? It leads to nothing. Where did that road lead you in your whole days? And you would run the streets. Where did it lead you? What did you gain from that? What did you bring home from that? What did you learn from that? Nothing. It's when you stop and take the time to get to know some persons. It's when you start learning things, learning about the person and knowing what their struggles are and what their life is about and what their beliefs are. It's when you learn something. You start connecting with people. We're such a disconnected society. And we thinking that, oh, sleeping with someone will bring them, even women who believe that you got super lucky, no kids or child support. Oh, you are super lucky. Oh, diseases. You are lucky. So many people don't escape that. But now you're hurt. Why are you bitter? Um, don't tell me that all those things you were doing before, untrusting. Yeah. Well, guess what? What goes around comes around. You were out here hoeing and doing breaking hearts. And now that you decided you're going to stop hoeing, you thought that, oh, that junk won't come back to you? Oh, yeah, honey. It's coming back. It all comes up. It always comes back. Um, you pick things from people, their issues. Yeah, yeah. It gets transferred to you on, yes, exactly, at a certain level. That's true. And it's going to come back. It always comes back. So, and also you have to also change the type of women that you're used to dating. Atlanta Light, you have to change the women that you used to date. You're probably picking the same woman. I'm good. I learned drama free and trying to live life to this. I totally understand you on that because that's what I'm doing. Let me tell you, I went through so much drama in relationships with people, and I just cannot do that again. I just cannot. I don't know how people continuously go through that drama and go through that. I just can't do that again. It's like carrying a brick on your chest every day. You're never lying or anything, but literally get things. You get there hurt. You get there hurt. What did you say? You said you were never lying or anything like that, but you literally get things. You get their hurt feelings. Yes, that's true. That's true. And so a lot of times, those things you think goes around, it comes back around. You can't mix your feelings with your goals, Key. You have to keep them separated, for sure. Because feelings, emotions can cause you not to think clearly. And so basically we went on this whole little spill anyway with the guy, and he kept going. But then he was able to, you know what happened? God binded his tongue. So he was trying to figure out words when I said what I said about exchanging fluids, and I said things about Erykah Badu, Bag Lady song. That's exactly what I had. I wrote something on someone's asked about how long should it take for you to start dating after a breakup, and I told the person, said, take as long as you need, so that you can be a whole person. And I also told them, do not take baggage from the last trip. Do not take baggage from your last trip to the next one until you've unpacked it first. Okay? You take some, exactly. You have to unpack the old baggage. Why would you take dirty clothes on a new trip? Mm-mm. You don't do that. You unpack all that dirty laundry and you fill your bag up with fresh, clean stuff. Okay? And every time you move on to a new relationship, you should be unpacking that baggage and filling your bag up with fresh, clean stuff, new stuff, clean stuff, freshly polished, freshly cleaned, freshly washed, freshly ironed, brand new stuff. You should not be packing that bag or carrying that old dirty laundry around with your new trip. Okay? Now you take it how you will. Baggage does make you better. And if you never unpack the baggage, you will carry that luggage around with you. You'll have like 4 or 5 bags from every person. Let that, yeah, that's good. Not everyone, not everyone's like you, Keith. Most people carry that baggage around. Um, yeah, it's spiritual and emotional baggage. That's true. It is. And if you never unpack it, it'll drag you to the ground, and you'll be a broken person, and you'll stay a broken person, and then you can't ever figure out why my relationships don't work, why my relationships don't last. And one thing, it may not even be you; it may be the other person. Because two broken people can't help each other, and two broken people can't be in a relationship with each other. If they have emotional baggage and they're broken, how can you both be together? You're both broken. You both have baggage. You're both emotionally unstable. You cannot be in a relationship with a person who is as emotionally unstable as you are. You have to find, you have to be able to be with someone who is actually able to resolve their issues and actually even be able to talk their issues out with you and actually go through that. And if you can't resolve those issues, you two are broken people. And two broken people is just broke. I'm just saying. And so, yeah, you can leave the past where it is, but also you have to be able to go through that also, because you not always you can just leave the past where it is. Some things have been so deep and so hurtful that you have to actually resolve those issues within yourself. Not necessarily with that person, but you have to also resolve those issues within yourself. Not all issues can be just left in the past. Unfortunately, some things are much deeper than that, and those things you have to actually bring to the surface. You have to heal them. Um, you are incapable of attachment beyond broken. I can't commit at all. I don't lie of all at all. But I was a hoe so long. And then I think you can commit. I think that your problem is you have a trust issue. And you feel like, well, if I don't trust anyone, if I don't love anyone, then they can't hurt me. And you can't live your life that way, thinking that if I don't love anyone, if I don't trust anyone, then they can't hurt me. You can't live that life that way. Even when someone hurts you, even when you are in pain and you go through it, you have to appreciate even being going through that part, and appreciating the love and the hurt at the same time is something about being a human being. You have to be able to appreciate the good and the bad. You can't expect good, 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 and never get any bad. How can you grow as a person without experiencing any hurt, or any pain, any grief? You can't um, Exactly. It may be the problem. You have to, exactly, Keith. And you have to also be able to understand that in order for you to grow, you're going to have to go through something. You can't grow as a person unless you experience those things. You have to be able to let that go. And even if it's bad, you have to be able to experience it and move on as a person, as a human being. If you refuse to allow yourself to go through any pains, hurt, struggles, or anything like that with another human being, how can you grow as a person? And you will never know what it feels like um, to love someone unconditionally and to be able to love someone so deeply. And I'm not saying you give up yourself in that process, but you have to be able to love them so that they. Have you ever been loved by someone where you can feel their love so deeply, and when they look at you, you can tell they love you? If you've never experienced that, or you never looked at someone so much, or you think about them, never is. Yes, that's true. Nothing's gonna be always good. Even when you get married one day, if you ever get married, you're gonna have to go through. That's true. It's life. You're gonna have to go through some ups and downs. You're gonna have to go through trials and tribulations. You gotta learn how to deal with freaking adversity and deal with bad times when you, even with a spouse. You gotta be able to deal with those things, because otherwise you begin divorce within the next week. It's not easy dealing with one person all the time, but you gotta learn how to deal with those things with that one person all the time. Okay, yeah, you're mad today. You stop speaking to each other today. You go to bed mad. You wake up the next morning, you're still mad 2, 3 days or whatever. Sometimes you need a couple of days, because I used to need a couple of days, and then we can talk about it. And then a day or so, then I'm not mad and talk about it. Sometimes he needs a day or so, not mad, and then we talk about it. But you still need to be able to talk about it. You can't just say, let's just forget it and sweep it under the rug and never discuss it again. You have to communicate. And, and you're right, the women I like are toxic. I can't get outside. Atlanta said he can't get outside. That demographic, for whatever reason, it always gravitate back to it. Well, I would, I would too conversate with you other than. Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you about that, Keith. Um, Atlanta Light. I come to find out as a woman, and like I said, I'm 50, and all these years, I had done the same thing. I would always pick the same kind of guy. And you know what thought I was doing? I thought at one time I was picking different type of men, and come to find out I was picking the same men, just different forms of that same man. So, um, I go back and look at them, and it's like, dang, they are so much alike because they would all do the same stuff. Why did they all do the same stuff? Because I picked the same man and thought okay, well, he's not quite like him. Well, I thought he wasn't quite like him, and come to find out they were exactly the same men. I swear I picked the same man, just in different forms. He was the same man. Yep, same man. And when I look back at it, I thought, oh, he's different. No, he wasn't. He was the same exact dude. Oh, I was just like, how did I end up doing that? We have to change our mindset and not pick the people that necessarily. I don't think that's so you pick someone you don't like or someone you wouldn't want to be with, but try to find the person who inputs something into you spiritually. You need to find the things that you need, not that you want, in a person. So what do you need? Are you a passive man? So do you need a woman who is more progressive? Are you? I'm sorry, someone's else there. Are you um, a progressive man, and you want a woman who is as strong as you are, who's gonna put something in your life? Are you are you a kind of man um, who has goals, and you don't want a woman who has goals, someone who inputs in your life? Are you trying to be spiritual? Find you someone who's spiritual like you. You need to find someone who's on the same track, going down the same road that you're going down. Don't find some, and yeah, no one's perfect. Um, yes, exactly. You want to give a different perspective. You want to find someone who's going the same direction you're going. Not someone you gotta pull along, but someone who's actually on the same track you're on. And you don't want to find someone who needs you. You find someone who wants you. Um, and then, like, I think that's your problem. You probably also might be out here following social media and looking at these old fake big booties, or even some of the ones that's real. Very few nowadays. So um, I think that you need to try to find an opposite girl, but someone who's more on the lines of a female that you actually would need, and not someone you want, someone you need in your life. And needs and wants are different, because I need air, I need food, I need water. Yeah, a woman that can give back. Exactly. I need I need an emotional stimulant. I need someone to stimulate me emotionally. I need someone who can pour their spirit into my soul. Um, yeah, it's raining here as well, Roger. It surely is. Um, and so those are our needs. Now, I may want someone with some swag. I may want tall, handsome, gorgeous, strong shouldered, strong back, um, wealthy man, but that's not what I need. Yes, right, somebody that deserves me. And that's what I need. I need the other stuff. I want is not what I should have. Those things will not make you happy. They will not make you happy. You will find you'll have a person. Yeah, I'm too old for the tricks now. And even when I was younger, I didn't play tricks. I never was that kind of female. But um, oh, sorry about that. I don't know if it was on your side or my side, the horrible connection. But well, it's just you, Keith. But other men that aren't like that. And maybe other men, a lot of men, um, tend to be into that these days. Younger males, and they don't care if they're real or not. So they're into big butts. That makes their life better. If they see a big butt, they don't care what's in the brain. All they want to do is get at that. And in the end of all things, those aren't even females you would take home to your mother. You wouldn't date them necessarily in the sense of um, marrying them. Those aren't women you would keep with you. Those are just women you just wasting time with, you bypassing time with. And so I think that you should change the type of women that you're looking for. Change the type of women that you actually are attracted to. And the way you do that is, what are the things that you need from a woman? If you look at the things you need from a woman, you will actually find that the things they have are the things you want from a woman. You will actually be able to um, bypass those. Find the things you need from a woman, and then you will see the things that you want. You will see the things you don't want from a woman. So if you need a woman to have some intellect, and she doesn't have much intellect, but she has a big butt, and you may say, "Ooh, I want a big butt." Well, sometimes you can't have both, and many times you can't. You don't have both. I'm not saying these women are dumb. I'm just saying many of them don't concentrate. They're not. They don't try to make sure they build their minds up as well. They can build their butt up, but not their mind. They're busy doing that. Well, that's true. Some men. I'm not saying men they become losers. I think that a lot of times they tend to um, put themselves in a spot to where they feel. Now some men say, "I just want to find a woman who cares and loves for me." He didn't juggle women around, and eventually he get to a place where he just wants somebody who will love him. And I just want someone who loves me, because he juggled women. He been juggling women so much, and that's not you want. That's what you want. See, you're at your what you want now. You at the want. I mean, at the want, but the need. You're at the what you need as a woman with a brain. a woman with an intellect. That's what you need. You know why? Because you need mental stimulation. Your stimulation is more than just a physical. You need emotional and mental stimulation. And that's what I'm saying, Atlanta Light. You need to find, well, it's not hard to find. You are going to the wrong places looking for them. The full package is not hard to find. You are in the wrong places. Think about where you hang out and where you go and the females that you are attracting. You have to attract a different female. You have to actually seek out a different female. The female who was actually had the full package, guess where she is not hanging? At the club every weekend. She's not there. She is at home building her mind. She's at a coffee shop or at the library or in school. She's somewhere, and you probably won't even see her to one day. She's walking down the road one day on her way to somewhere, but not the club. And then she'll be there, and then you have to actually go and say, you know what? Let me go talk to this young lady here. She's a beautiful young lady. She looks nice looking. Let me see where her head is. Then you find out, oh well, she's this and that, blah blah blah. Oh, and she's single. Now this is time when you get to know her. Cause she's just gonna be walking down the road. She ain't gonna be driving around no Maserati. She ain't gonna be. If she is driving around, she's driving a little practical car. She's just a practical woman, just trying to get her life together and trying to get move forward in her life. She's not around here trying to be the bad bitch, boss diva. She's a regular woman. It's a shame that it takes all of our lives to find that someone. What store? What store is she in? She's a practical woman like me. I don't I've never been a person who and I think even my daughter she's about like me as well, and she's never she's very intellectual female. Um, well, don't even try, Keith. So my daughter's very practical, and she's a sensible female. But most guys don't look at her because she doesn't go. She's not trying to be one. She's not really aggressive. She's not trying to be a bad bitch. You know, she's studying. She's going to work. She's trying to make her money. She's trying to get her career together. She's trying to get her life together. So her concentration is not on hanging out at the club. You will never find my daughter at the club because that's not where she hangs out. She doesn't hang out at the club. That's not her scene. She doesn't drink like that, and she doesn't hang out with people. That's that. She's a more intellectual kind of female. What I don't know, Gillette commercial you talking about? Toxic masculinity. What Gillette commercial? I don't know what you're speaking of. I'm trying to figure it out. Approaching like the Gillette commercial. Um, I don't know which one you're speaking of. But if it's something that's, you know, when a man approaches me, I would like a man to approach me respectfully and say hello, lady, excuse me. And this way, I hate when men say, call me red, and don't call me that. I'm not red, okay? I want to be. I think most females. I know you're serious, Keith, but I don't know exactly how old you are, but I'm probably too old for you. Um, and I'm not leaving Florida right now. My daughter's still here, and I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah, I'll be here. Uh, I'm saying that most females like a man to come up to them and approach them respectfully, and to actually have some interest in them, and not be looking at them like I've had men. Thank you, Keith. My daughter's a good girl. She's a very good girl. Yeah, I'm very proud of her for being the young lady that she is, and I think I try to do a good job of raising her to be a young lady and be respectful of herself. And I think I've done a pretty decent job of that. She doesn't like men who look at her like she's a pork chop and look at her like she's a piece of meat. Like, oh, it's one. She won't even give you the time of day. She doesn't like males who walk around here with their pants sagging all off their butt. Mm-mm. She wants a man who's respectful, because she already knows she can't bring him home to me any darn way. Hmm. She already knows she can't bring him home to me. Or her dad. Neither one of us played that game. Oh no. You can't bring his sorry but to our house looking all dirty and bummy. Oh no. You can bring him home if you want to. We're gonna hurt his feelings. You know I'm gonna hurt it real bad. Um, you have to do everything with respect. And um, basically, that's just how we are. Um, just want someone who respect us and not look at you like your meat, not look at you like your platter. Like, oh, how can I conquer this woman? You don't need to know how to conquer me. I don't know about that. A year or so. What's or so? Oh, okay. I'm 69. All right, so a couple of years. Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad. But so my video is getting long again. I'm sorry. It always happens whenever I have a live and then I start talking back and forth to people. And I don't mean to drag these videos out. I just have to find, but I just had to just speak on that situation where, you know, like I was trying to tell you before, this guy was trying to, at first he was trying to dispute me, and then I started telling the reason why I wasn't doing what I was doing, I was celibate. And he started going, but, and then he couldn't even get an argument because he couldn't dispute anything I was saying to him about exchanging breath, exchanging fluids. This, a person takes a part of you every time you have sex with them. He couldn't even dispute it. And you know why he couldn't dispute it? Because God binded his tongue. And like I told him, this is not for me. These are God's words, honey. This is what I was told. God told me this stuff. He had can't brought this stuff to my spirit. And so you can't dispute God's words. And I told him that. I said, you can't dispute God's words. These are God's words. You can't dispute it. And so he stopped talking. You know, then he said, you know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Everything you said is right. It's correct. I said, I had no doubt about that. I didn't know that. It took for you to figure it out. I was going to let you go ahead and work it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know it was necessary, and he got it. I think he understood it, and so he kind of went on. He's like, okay, okay, all right. So that was the end of that, and I mean, it's not the end of that. I mean, he still communicates with me here and there, but things. I think he's thinking I'm gonna change my mind, but I'm not. So, you know, I'm gonna give him about a week or two and see how he deals with this, because you know, y'all men can't hold out and I'm going on a year, so I know that y'all can't do but 2 days. I'm into health and wealth in the future. I agree. I am too. And I don't think that, you know, most of you men, you can hold out for 2 or 3 days. I think after the third day, y'all minds be going bloop, bloop, bloop. If y'all got to wait a week, y'all done went crazy. Y'all can't do like us women. Y'all ain't strong as we are. And then people always say that men aren't strong as women. And you know what? You guys aren't. Y'all aren't mentally as strong as we are. We have a mental strength that's uh, like lions. You know, we have a strong mental strength, like elephants. We have a strength, not these um, the brain of them, but the strength of them. Our strength is like that. And so men are able to be mentally as strong as women in the sense of being able to have some self-control. I ain't saying all women, but majority of women have self-control. When we get ourselves set in something, we can stick to it, and you guys can't necessarily always do that. So I'm not saying all men, because I've seen quite a few. By Keith, I've seen quite a few who actually have I meant to have this mental strength and actually can do it, but not everybody. So I got to get ready to go myself. Get out of here because I have to go to work, and I'm going to try to read this chapter before I head up out of here. I'm going to try to read this chapter. I'm not categorizing you all. I said some. I'm not saying all. I said, but a lot of men. I ain't saying all men Because I've come across some who actually have the strength to do it, but it's very few, and that's just about the mental capacity. I think if men want to do it, they can definitely do it more often than not. But just a lot of men don't choose to. I think that's just about the choice, not necessarily they can't. They just choose not to. How about that? I'll put it like that. A lot of it's not the men that can't do it. It's just the choice that they have. Okay, Keith. Well, I'm gonna get with you. I'll comment back on one of your comments, okay? But in the meantime, people, um, don't let anyone try to deter you from your goals. And if you are being celibate and you have a celibacy goal, your goal is to try to make sure that you meet someone and get to know a person before, and hopefully, thank you, Keith. I enjoyed you as well. Before you get involved sexually with someone, which can make things so much better. And also, um, it'll allow you to actually enjoy the sex with that person much better too. If you actually know that person, you can actually enjoy yourself sexually and spiritually with that person. You can actually find yourself in a more enjoyable position than with a person you barely know, and now you're trying to figure them out. So just keep that in your mind for future. Um, just and hold true to what you believe in. Don't let anyone keep you from doing that or try to change your mind about what you're doing, because what you're doing is right. Do what's right for you and what your spiritual health is. Do what your spiritual and your soul and your mind needs. Don't follow what your body is asking you to do. Follow what your mind and your spiritual health needs. Okay? So that's my mama said, and I will talk to you all later. I have another video I'll put up. I have another one I have to do, but I'll do it later, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.